Gurubhyo Namaha and welcome to the Sri Vidya Temple's online classes in chanting. We're currently doing a series on Sri Lalitha Sahasranama. And this is really meant as a review and not as an introductory class to the chanting. If you've never chanted before, please take a look for the first true class that we did. There should be a playlist on the Sri Vidya Temple's YouTube channel. Otherwise, if you're familiar and you're interested in polishing, refining, or reviewing your chanting, then this is a very good session for you. So we've completed up to the 25th shloka, I believe. So I'm going to start the class just by doing a review and just sort of quickly chanting from the 1st to 25th shlokas, and then we'll start in with the 26th. So we'll start with the Ganapati prayer. शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये. Okay, so starting from the first shloka. श्रीमाता श्रीमहाराज्ञी श्रीमत्सिंहासनेश्वरी चिदग्निकुण्डसम्भूता देवकार्यसमुद्यता उद्यद्भानुसहस्राभा चतुर्बाहुसमन्विता रागस्वरूपपाषाढ्या क्रोधाकाराङ्कुशोज्ज्वला मनोरूपेक्षुकोदण्ड पञ्चतन्मात्रसायक निजारुणप्रभापूरमच्युत ब्रह्माण्डमण्डल चम्पकाशोकपुन्नागसौगन्धिकलसत्कच कुरुविन्दमणिश्रेणी कनत्कोटिरमण्डिता अष्टमी चन्द्रविभ्राजदलितस्थलशोभिता मुखचन्द्रकळङ्गाभमृगनाभिविशेषका वदनस्मरमाङ्गल्यगृहतोरणचिल्लिका वक्त्रलक्ष्मी परिवाहचलन्मीनाभलोचना नवचम्बकपुष्पाभनासा दण्डविराजिता ताराकान्तितिरस्कारिनासाभरणभासुरा कदम्बमञ्जरीकृप्तकर्णपूरमनोहरा ताडङ्कयुगलीभूततपनोडुपमण्डला पद्मरागशिलादर्शपरिभाविकपोलभूः नवविद्रुमबिम्बश्रीन्यक्कारिरदनच्छदा शुद्धविद्याङ्कुराकारद्विजपङ्क्तिद्वयोज्ज्वला कर्पूरवीटिकामोदसमाकर्षत्तिगन्तरा निजसल्लापमाधुर्यविनिर्भर्त्सितकच्छपि मन्दस्मितप्रभापूरमच्युत्कामेशमानसा अनाकलितसादृश्य चिबुकः श्रीविराजिता कामेशबद्धमाङ्गल्यसूत्रशोभितकन्धरा कनकाङ्गदकेयूरकमनीयभुजान्विता रत्नग्रैवेयचिन्ताकलोलमुक्ताफलान्विता कामेश्वरप्रेमरत्नमणिप्रतिपणस्तनी नाभ्यालवालरोमाळिलताफलकुचत्वयी लक्षरोमलताधारता समुन्नेयमध्यमा स्तनभारदलन्मध्यपट्टबन्धवलित्रया अरुणारुणकौसुम्भवस्त्रभास्वत्कटीतटी रत्नकिङ्किणिकारम्यरशनादामभूषिता कामेशज्ञातसौभाग्यमार्तवोरुत्वयान्विता माणिक्यमकुटाकारजानुद्वयविराजिता इन्द्रगोपपरिक्षिप्तस्मरतोर्णाभजङ्घिका गूढकुल्फा कूर्मपृष्ठजयष्णु प्रपदान्विता नखदीधिति सञ्छन्न नमज्जनतमो गुणा तदत्वयप्रभाजालपराकृतसरोरुहा शिञ्जानमणिमञ्जीरमण्डितश्रीपदाम्बुजा मराळीमन्दगमना महालावण्यशेवधिः सर्वारुणानवत्याङ्गी सर्वाभरणभूषिता शिवकामेश्वराङ्कस्था शिवा स्वाधीनवल्लभा सुमेरुमध्यशृङ्गस्था श्रीमन्नगरनायिका चिन्तामणिगृहान्तस्था पञ्चब्रह्मासनस्थिता महापद्माडवी संस्था कदम्बवनवासिनी सुधासागरमध्यस्था कामाक्षी कामदायिनी देवर्षिगणसङ्घातस्तूयमानात्मवैभवा भण्डासुरवधोत्युक्तशक्तिसेना समन्विता सम्पत्करी समारूढ सिन्धुरव्रजसेविता अश्वारूढाधिष्ठिताश्वकोटिकोटिभिरावृता. Okay, so that's our review of the first 25 shlokas. And so now I'll start reviewing the 26th shloka. Chakrarajaratharudha 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 Sarvayudha-parishkruta Sarvayudha-parishkruta Sarvayudha-parishkruta. Now the full line. Chakrarajaratharudha Sarvayudha-parishkruta Chakrarajaratharudha Sarvayudha-parishkruta Chakrarajaratharudha Sarvayudha-parishkruta. Next line. Geya Chakraratharudha Geya Chakraratharudha Geya Chakraratharudha Mantrini parisevita Mantrini parisevita Mantrini parisevita. Full line. Geya Chakraratharudha Mantrini parisevita Geya Chakraratharudha Mantrini parisevita Geya Chakraratharudha Mantrini parisevita. Next line. Kiri Chakraratharudha Kiri Chakraratharudha Kiri Chakraratharudha Dandanatha Puraskrita Dandanatha Puraskrita Dandanatha Puraskrita. Full line. Kiri Chakraratharudha Dandanatha Puraskrita Kiri Chakraratharudha Dandanatha Puraskrita गिरिचक्ररथारूढदण्डनाथा पुरस्कृता. Next slide. ज्वालामालिनिकाक्षिप्त 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 वह्नि प्राकारमध्यगा वह्नि प्राकारमध्यगा वह्नि प्राकारमध्यगा. So in this line, just pay attention to the folding after dirgha in Malinika Kshipta, Va Kshipta. And also notice the pronunciation of the word Vanhi. Even though it's spelled as HNI, based on the grammatical derivation, typically we pronounce it as Vanhi instead of Vahni. And that's just a particular rule of pronunciation that is followed by those who chant the Krishna Yajurveda. Okay, so even though this is not Vedic, this is a stotram, we tend to still follow that rule for the stotram as well. So now the full line. Jwalamalika kshipta vanhi prakaramadhyaga. Jwalamalika kshipta vanhi prakaramadhyaga. Jwalamalika kshipta vanhi prakaramadhyaga. Next slide. Bhandasainyavadhotyukta 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 Shakti Vikramaharshita Shakti Vikramaharshita Shakti Vikramaharshita Bhandasainyavadhotyukta Shakti Vikramaharshita Bhandasainyavadhotyukta Shakti Vikramaharshita Bhandasainyavadhotyukta Shakti Vikramaharshita. Next slide. Nityaparakramaatopa 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 Nirikshanasamutsuka Nirikshanasamutsuka Nirikshanasamutsuka. So like Nityaparakramaatopa Nirikshanasamutsuka Nityaparakramaatopa Nirikshanasamutsuka Nityaparakramaatopa Nirikshanasamutsuka. Next slide. Bhandaputravadhotyukta 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 Bala Vikramanandita Bala Vikramanandita Bala Vikramanandita Bhandaputravadhotyukta Bala Vikramanandita Bhandaputravadhotyukta Bala Vikramanandita Bhandaputravadhotyukta Bala Vikramanandita. Next slide. Mantrinyamba virachita Mantrinyamba virachita. Mantrinyamba virachita. Vishangavadhatoshita. 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 Now the full line. Mantrinyamba virachita vishangavadhatoshita. Mantrinyamba virachita vishangavadhatoshita. Mantrinyamba virachita vishangavadhatoshita. So in this line, one of the tricky things is that in the middle of the line, you have 5 syllables in a row that don't have any holding, and they're all hrasva. So it's like virachitavi, virachitavi, virachitavi. So it's a little bit challenging for many chanters because it goes quickly, but you still have to maintain the sort of precise matras and measurements in the chanting. So I'll just do one more time and just pay attention to that middle part. Mantrinyamba virachita vishangavadhatoshita. Okay. Now the next line. Vishukra prana harana varahi Vishukra prana harana. Vishukra prana harana. Vishukra prana harana. Varahi viryanandita. Varahi viryanandita. Varahi viryanandita. Vishukra prana harana varahi viryanandita. Vishukra prana harana varahi viryanandita. Vishukra prana harana varahi viryanandita. Next slide. Kameshvara mukhaloka. Kameshvara mukhaloka. Kameshvara mukhaloka. Kalpita Shri Ganeshvara. Kalpita Shri Ganeshvara. Kalpita Shri Ganeshvara. Kameshvara mukhaloka kalpita Shri Ganeshvara. Kameshvara mukhaloka kalpita Shri Ganeshvara. Kameshvara mukhaloka kalpita Shri Ganeshvara. So now I'll just take a pause and see if there are any questions on the last 5 shlokas. Okay. Everyone is good. So let's go on to the 31st. Mahaganesha nirbhinna. Mahaganesha nirbhinna. Mahaganesha nirbhinna. Vighna yantra praharshita. Vighna yantra praharshita. Vighna yantra praharshita. Mahaganesha nirbhinna vighna yantra praharshita. Mahaganesha nirbhinna vighna yantra praharshita. Mahaganesha nirbhinna vighna yantra praharshita. Next line. Bhanda surendra nirmukta. Bhanda भण्डासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त भण्डासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी भण्डासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी भण्डासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी भण्डासुरेन्द्र निर्मुक्त शस्त्र प्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी Next slide. कराङ्गुलिनखोत्पन्न 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 नारायणदशाकृतिः 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 कराङ्गुलिनखोत्पन्न नारायणदशाकृतिः कराङ्गुलिनखोत्पन्न नारायणदशाकृतिः कराङ्गुलिनखोत्पन्न नारायणदशाकृतिः Next slide. महापाशुपतास्त्राग्नि 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 निर्दग्धासुरसैनिका 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 महापाशुपतास्त्राग्नि निर्दग्धासुरसैनिका महापाशुपतास्त्राग्नि निर्दग्धासुरसैनिका महापाशुपतास्त्राग्नि निर्दग्धासुरसैनिका Next slide. कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध सभण्डासुरशून्यका 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 कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध सभण्डासुरशून्यका कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध सभण्डासुरशून्यका कामेश्वरास्त्र निर्दग्ध सभण्डासुरशून्यका Next slide. ब्रह्मोपेन्द्रमहेन्द्रादि 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 देवसंस्तुतवैभव 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 ब्रह्मोपेन्द्रमहेन्द्रादिदेवसंस्तुतवैभव 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 Next slide. हरनेत्राग्निसन्दग्ध 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 कामसञ्जीवनौषधिः 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 हरनेत्राग्निसन्दग्ध कामसञ्जीवनौषधिः हरनेत्राग्निसन्दग्ध कामसञ्जीवनौषधिः हरनेत्राग्निसन्दग्ध कामसञ्जीवनौषधिः. Next one. श्रीमद्वाग्भवकूटैक 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 स्वरूपमुखपङ्कजा 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 श्रीमद्वाग्भवकूटैक स्वरूपमुखपङ्कजा श्रीमद्वाग्भवकूटैक स्वरूपमुखपङ्कजा श्रीमद्वाग्भवकूटैक स्वरूपमुखपङ्कजा. Next one. कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्त कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्त कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्त. So in this line, this is a little bit tricky because the word kantadha and then kati. So you have tha mahaprana and then dha mahaprana. And then there's a special pronunciation of the visarga. Because it's followed by the ka in kati, the visarga is pronounced like an sound. And there's holding on the visarga. So this is a little bit challenging to produce. So this will take a little bit of practice. It will come in time. But it sounds like kati, kati, kanthabha kati. Okay, so now the second part of the line. Madhyakotasvarupini, 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 Kantadhah कटिपर्यन्त मध्यकूटस्वरूपिणी कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्त मध्यकूटस्वरूपिणी कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्त मध्यकूटस्वरूपिणी. Next slide. शक्तिकूटैकतापन्न 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 कट्यधोभागधारिणी 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 शक्तिकूटैकतापन्न कट्यधोभागधारिणी शक्तिकूटैकतापन्न कट्यधोभागधारिणी शक्तिकूटैकतापन्न कट्यधोभागधारिणी. Okay, so we did another 5 shlokas. So I'll just pause and see if anyone has any questions. Okay, we're all good. So let's go on to the next slide. मूलमन्त्रात्मिका 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 कूटत्रयकलेबर 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 मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबर मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबर मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेबर. Next slide. कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलामृतैकरसिका कुलामृतैकरसिका. So here, notice that there's no holding on the im in kulamritaika. Kulamritaika. So this is kula plus amruta plus eka. So in the word amruta, it's an R vowel. It's not the R consonant. So there's no, so the mru is not a conjunct syllable. It's not a sanyukta akshara. So therefore there's no holding there. So we pronounce it as kulamritaika. Kulamritaika. Okay, just want to review that. Now the second part of the line. Kula sanketa palini. Kula sanketa palini. Kula sanketa palini. Kulamritaika rasika kula sanketa palini. Kulamritaika rasika kula sanketa palini. Kulamritaika rasika kula sanketa palini. Next slide. Kulangana kulantastha. Kulangana kulantastha. Kulangana kulantastha. And here just notice the holding after dirgha, which for some reason when the holding is on a nasal, people tend to forget and gloss over that. But there is still holding, even though it's a nasal. The ng sound is separate from the following ga in kulangana. And again, the n sound is separate from the ta in kulantastha. So notice how it's kulangana, kulangana, and then kulantastha, kulantastha. Okay, so just wanted to point out the holding after dirgha. Now the second part of the line. Kaulini kula yogini. Kaulini kula yogini. Kaulini kula yogini. Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kula yogini. Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kula yogini. Kulangana kulantastha kaulini kula yogini. Next slide. Akula samayantastha. Akula samayantastha. Akula samayantastha. Samayachara tatpara. Samayachara tatpara. Samayachara tatpara. Akula samayantastha samayachara tatpara. Akula, excuse me. Akula samayantastha samayachara tatpara. tatpara akula samayantastha samayachara tatpara. Next slide. Mooladharaika nilaya Mooladharaika nilaya Mooladharaika nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Mooladharaika nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Mooladharaika nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini Mooladharaika nilaya Brahma Granthi Vibhedini. So in this line, notice that there is holding after dirgha, even though there's two separate words, and that is in the middle of the line with nilaya brahma. Nilaya brahma. People, this is also a common place where people miss this holding, but there is holding here. Nilaya brahma. Okay. Now the next line. Manipurantarudita 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 Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Manipurantarudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Manipurantarudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini Manipurantarudita Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. Next slide. Ajna Chakrantaralastha Ajna Chakrantaralastha Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rutra Granthi Vibhedini Rutra Granthi Vibhedini Rutra Granthi Vibhedini Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rutra Granthi Vibhedini Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rutra Granthi Vibhedini Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rutra Granthi Vibhedini. Next one. Sahasraram Bujarudha Sahasraram Bujarudha Sahasraram Bujarudha Sudhasarabhivarshini 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 Sahasraram Bujarudha Sudhasarabhivarshini Sahasraram Bujarudha Sudhasarabhivarshini Sahasraram Bujarudha Sudhasarabhivarshini. Next slide. Tadillata Samaruchik. So here, this visarga is going to get pronounced like sha. because it's followed by sha in shut. So when I break it apart, I'm just going to pronounce it with the sha sound, just to demonstrate that, even though I'm just chanting that one section. Tadillata samaruchesh, tadillata samaruchesh, tadillata samaruchesh, षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता, षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता, षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता, तडिल्लता समरुचः षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता, तडिल्लता समरुचः षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता, तडिल्लता समरुचः षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता. Next slide. Mahasakti Kundalini, Mahasakti Kundalini, Mahasakti Kundalini. So in this line, there's a common mistake that people make is they pronounce Mahasaktihi as Mahashaktihi. So one of the unique aspects of Lalitha Sahasranama is that none of the names repeat at all. There's not even one case of repetition of a single name in all 1,000 names. Each and every one of the 1,000 names is unique and different from all of the others. And this is very rare because many other Sahasranamas, they're certainly very great. But they do repeat some of the names very frequently. That will happen. But in the case of LSN, there is no repetition. So the name Mahashaktihi does come later on. So this is not meant to be Mahashakti here. It is Mahasaktihi. So it's a different meaning. Mahashakti means that great energy or that great goddess. Mahasaktihi has a different meaning. Asaktihi combined with Maha. So Asaktihi, I believe, is something like joined with or joined together, as in the sense of she is joined with Lord Shiva. So it's a completely different meaning, and also just be careful of the pronunciation. Don't mix up the sha with the sa. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. So I'll do it one more time. Mahasakti Kundalini. And now the next part. Bisatandutaniyasi. 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 Mahasakti Kundalini Bisatandutaniyasi. Mahasakti Kundalini Bisatandutaniyasi. Mahasakti Kundalini Bisatandutaniyasi. Next slide. Bhavani Bhavanagamya. Bhavani Bhavanagamya. Bhavani Bhavanagamya. Bhavaranyakutharika. 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 Bhavani Bhavanagamya. Bhavaranyakutharika. Bhavani Bhavanagamya. Bhavaranyakutharika. Bhavani Bhavanagamya. Bhavaranyakutharika. Next slide. Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtir. Bhadrapriya Bhadramurtir. Bhadra Priya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadahini Bhakta Saubhagyadahini Bhakta Saubhagyadahini Bhadra Priya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadahini Bhadra Priya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadahini Bhadra Priya Bhadramurtir Bhakta Saubhagyadahini. Next slide. Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha. Next slide. Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadahini Sharvani Sharmadahini Sharvani Sharmadahini Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadahini Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadahini Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadahini. So here in this line, and also you'll see in the next line as well, there's a certain sound that's getting repeated quite a bit, and that is the sh sound, the S sound that occurs in words like Shiva or Shakti. And people frequently ask about the pronunciation of this sound, like how to distinguish it between sa and also the retroflex sha. And so this is a little bit tricky, and people in different parts of India and even South India will pronounce this slightly differently. But one of the ways that I approach this is that we know that it's a sibilant, which means a sh, a sound like sh, sa, and ha. There's a hissing sound, so it's called a sibilant or an ushmant. And we also know, according to Panini, the great Sanskrit grammarian and scholar, that it's a palatal sound, a tarlavya sound, a palatal sound, meaning the upper part of the mouth behind the upper teeth. So this is the same category as the sound of ya. So this is one reason why if you listen to certain pundits or certain people from, especially from Andhra Pradesh, certain parts there, they'll pronounce this sound a little bit like sya, sya. And the reason for that is it is a palatal sibilant. So meaning it's one of the hissing sh sounds, but with the tongue in a position closer to pronouncing something like a ya. So the regular sa that we see in the name like Saraswati or Sagara, that's a dental sa. Sa. So you can think of how your tongue is placed when you say that. But when you're pronouncing the sh in Shiva, You want to think that the blade of your tongue, the flat part of the tongue, is sort of lifted up towards the palate, the hard part of the mouth, behind the upper teeth. Sh, sh. So it's different from the retroflexed sha that we find in Vishnu or Purusha, because in those words, the sha is pronounced like a hissing S sound, but with the tongue curled up and pointing up. So the point of the tongue, the tip of the tongue is pointing up towards the palate. Sha. So you can even see the bottom of the tongue if someone were to open their mouth. Okay, so that's the difference between sha and sha. It's the placement of the tongue while pronouncing a sibilant. Okay, so hopefully that's a little bit clear. But frequently people will ask about this sound because they'll hear it pronounced differently by different people. They'll hear people giving different explanations about how it's meant to be pronounced. And all I can say is that what has helped me the most is to look at Panini's chart of Sanskrit aksharas and how he has arranged them according to where in the mouth and throat they're pronounced, and then to analyze it in that manner. So that's been the most helpful for me. Okay, we've just got about 5 minutes left. So the next line would be the first line of the 43rd shloka. So we'll just continue a little bit. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi. And here notice the holding after Dirgha. Shankari Shri, Ishri. Okay, just notice that. Now the second part. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sarat Chandra Nibhanana. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sarat Chandra Nibhanana. Next line. Shatodari Shantimati. Shatodari Shantimati. Shatodari Shantimati. Niradhara Niranjana. Niradhara Niranjana. Niradhara Niranjana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana. Shatodari Shantimati Niradhara Niranjana. Next slide. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya. Nirakara Nirakula. Nirakara Nirakula. Nirakara Nirakula. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara Nirakula. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara Nirakula. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara Nirakula. Next line. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta. Nishkama Nirupaplava. Nishkama Nirupaplava. Nishkama Nirupaplava. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava. Next slide. Nityamukta Nirvikara. Nityamukta Nirvikara. Nityamukta Nirvikara. Nishprapancha Nirashraya. Nishprapancha Nirashraya. Nishprapancha Nirashraya. Nityamukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashraya. Nityamukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashraya. Nityamukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashraya. We'll do just one more line. Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha. Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha. Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha. Niravatya Nirantara. Niravatya Nirantara. Niravatya Nirantara. Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha Niravatya Nirantara. Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha Niravatya Nirantara. Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha Niravatya Nirantara. Okay, so we'll stop there since we've reached 1 hour. So I'll just pause to see if there are any questions on the shlokas that we did today.
No questions, Ma, but that clarification on that Tadillata, that line always was a tricky one. Thanks for very wonderful clarification on that one. Very helpful. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. And again, to be honest, I've been chanting Lalitha Sahasranama, I mean, about 28 years, technically. It's the first time I chanted it that long ago. Even now, there's one line that I still flub on a fairly regular basis, just because it's like it just happens to be a tongue twister for me. So I just want to let everyone know that no matter how long you've been chanting, the sounds and the sound combinations are definitely tricky in a number of places. And so you may have, trouble with a particular line, even after several years of chanting. That's normal and to be expected. You can always practice those words and those lines with more repetition, just to try to iron that out. And another thing that's important is even if your mouth can't quite get the sounds out, at least mentally, you should understand what the sounds should be, so that if you're doing it mentally in a correct way, then that's important also. And that will sort of cover the ground, even if you're making a technical mistake on the sound, the physical sound level. So I just wanted to mention that. So thanks everyone for joining, and we'll probably do next week as well, but if there's any changes to the schedule, that'll be announced in the learning group on WhatsApp. So Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sri Matre Namaha. Thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you next time.